Hello. How you guys doing?
I'm all right.
Right.
Great.
Good, good. Um, okay, this is the last meeting that we're gonna have. So hopefully you guys are working on your final web page development project and seeing if you guys have any kind of questions, concerns, let me know. Now is the time to bring it up. So I've already started entering grades for week 12, 13, and 15 of the Zybook assignment. So if you guys did them, you should have grades for that stuff already in there. I've already graded everything through week 13. So if you guys did the week 13 work, grades are already there. Um, don't forget, you guys have only until I think today to do the last exam, the JavaScript, PHP, and MySQL exam. So make sure you guys get those done. And then, of course, the final web page development project is due next Friday. So um, I am going to accept if you guys didn't do week 13 yet. Um, until Saturday. So you guys have until Saturday. I know that the due date is already passed. So if you haven't done that one, you need to get that one in so that you don't end up with a zero. Um, and so that's pretty much it. You guys have until, I'm giving you until tomorrow. Then once you get it done, you have to email me through Milliken's email system. Don't put it in Dropbox because I have issues getting stuff from the Dropbox. So if you guys haven't done week 13, um, you got until tomorrow, yeah, Saturday, midnight to get that stuff in, and then I'll be able to grade it. At this point, I just don't have enough time to go back and grade anything that's older than week 13. So if you guys haven't done week 11, week 12, other stuff, um yeah, I think you guys are going to be you're out of luck there at that point. So um not sure, kind of just going to look at to see how you guys are doing. You guys may need to get all that stuff done. Make sure you get that final web page development project done and make sure that you guys are putting in all the requirements for that web page because what's the point of handing something in and then it's something that you should have handed in for week 3. You're not going to get much credit for it. So make sure you guys meet whatever the requirements are for that project. Make sure you get it in. You have until like I said, May 8th to get that in, so you could get credit for it. If you're missing anything for the Zybook, anything for Zybook at all, make sure you guys go in there and complete all of that. I do, over this weekend, I am going to go back through all the Zybook grades and update as necessary. So if you guys have anything that you've missed, any zeros, any low grades, make sure you get all that done because it's going to count towards your final GPA and whether you're going to pass the course or not. So, any questions, Andrew, Jeezy?
I got none. Not
You
gonna
got
lie.
no questions? You good?
Yeah, besides I'm not gonna be able to really like do the week 13 one, mostly just because I'm like so busy with work. I have like work later today and then I have work tomorrow and the next day.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna be able to really do that. But
Okay.
besides that, I've tried doing everything else. I'm gonna make sure to get the website done this week or
Yeah.
like Actually, next week.
Okay, yeah, yeah, fantastic. So, you got until May 8th. So, try to get that in as soon as you can. Make sure you, again, meet all the requirements to that. Make sure you get all that stuff in there. So, so that you get full credit. Okay.
Okay.
Aside from that, you took the test, so you're good. I think you're good with the Zybook stuff. I think you completed all of that, right? Yeah, yeah, you
hmm
okay.
Yeah, I made sure to do it like the few weeks before week 13 or 14. I couldn't remember, but I made sure to try to get all of it really done.
Fantastic. That's the way to go. So that's it. You just got to get that final web page development project in, and then you're good to go.
All
Okay.
right.
All right, buddy. Nice job. Nice job, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So you could drop off, Andrew.
All right.
All right, buddy.
All
Have a
right.
good weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Jeezy, talk to me. What's
Yes,
going
sir.
on, man?
This has been a lot. I've been having like two, three jobs and trying to
Ooh,
do this stuff as well as sports.
gotcha.
So,
Wow.
like, I know I had did all the Zybook stuff, and I feel like really far behind on like the assignments and stuff,
Hmm.
the regular ones. But I have been doing the test as well. So, and I was
Don't
gonna get,
forget. Yeah, yeah, you got to do that test. You got one more. You haven't done it. So
I was gonna do that today while I was at work.
fantastic. So as long as you get that done, get that in, and then don't forget you got the final web project to get done, and you really need to get that done. Okay.
Okay.
And you got until May 8th, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. No, any questions for me?
Not right now, no.
All
If
right.
I have any, I'll email you.
Please,
But
please, yeah, let me, and if you could get that week 13 in, that would be great if you could do that too. You got until tomorrow night to get that one in. I know you got a
okay,
lot going on, but if you can get that one in, that will help.
okay. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Have a
All right
good
now.
one. I'll talk to
All
you
right now. Have a
later.
great rest of your day.
Hey,
Okay.
you too. You could drop off.
All right.
All right. So there were two guys right there that, needed to get some stuff done. Um, Anyone looking at this video, you guys really, 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 really need to bear down. Make sure you have only until today to take the last quiz. Get that done, and then you have until May 8th to get the final web page development project done. Make sure you guys put in the requirements in terms of what you're supposed to do with this. If you're supposed to put in pictures, make sure there are pictures there. You guys have to do testing to make sure that one of the things that I'm seeing is that you guys put in video, you don't test, and then when I look at your website, the video doesn't work. I know you're pulling it in from YouTube most of the time, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with it, but it has to work. You just putting in the link, and then all of a sudden I'm looking at a broken link on your website. It's not going to count. So you guys have to, after you do your stuff, you need to go in there and you need to test, 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 test. Okay. The way I look at this stuff, I take your zip file, I unzip it, I double click on your index.html file, and then I go from there. I check to see if your menus are working, if the menus are consistent among all your pages. Um, I resize the browser to see if your responsive code is in there, flex boxes, grids, things like that. Did you install your Bootstrap? A lot of you guys have not installed your Bootstrap, so I'm going to be taking a look at that. So you guys have to make sure your contact page. Some of you didn't even have a contact form, to get data in there. And if you have a contact form, you need to put JavaScript in there to do error checking and error correction. Okay. Like at least checking to see that, your email address works, things like that. You need to put that stuff in there so that you guys get credit for it. Any animations, maps. Don't just put a map thing in there and then the map really doesn't do anything. Okay. Put a map in there and then within the map should be the locations of all your properties. You do that, you get full credit. So please, please, please make sure that you guys work on your projects and get them in so that you guys get, as much full credit as you possibly can. So there's really nothing else, I will go through before I put the final grades in to make sure that you guys did all your Zybook stuff. Make sure you guys take care of all of that. Don't leave any zeros. Like I said, I can go back and check week 13 work. All right. You have until tomorrow. I'm giving you some extra time for week 13 until tomorrow night. If you guys email me that, I'll take your week 13 because I think it's already too late to upload it via Moodle. So I will take it, I'll unzip it, I'll grade it, but you have until only tomorrow night to get that in there. If you don't, you're going to stay with a zero, and that's going to count against your course GPA. So please, please, please get all that stuff in. The test, the project, and if you haven't done week 13, please get me that. So that's really it. Last meeting. I hope you guys have a fantastic uh rest of your courses. I hope you guys do well. Um the next time I'll probably be teaching this course won't be until next spring. So it will not be offered in the summer. It's not going to be offered in the fall. So if you guys need this course to pass or to graduate, you guys need to make sure that you get all your work in because otherwise you're going to have issues. So please get your stuff in and I'll be talking to you at some point, hopefully for those of you that aren't graduating and if you didn't do well in the course, then I guess I'll see you guys next spring. All right. Take care. Have a good weekend.